Organizational change management. Change management is the organized approach and application of knowledge, tools, and resources to deal with change. Change management involves defining and implementing corporate strategies, structures, procedures, and technologies to handle changes in external conditions and the business setting. Effective change management is more than project management. It involves leading HR aspects of significant change within a company. The principal objective of change management is to successfully implement new processes, products, and business strategies while minimizing adverse outcomes. Change can be difficult, and employees often resist it. However, organizations should follow a systematic approach to managing significant change to develop a responsive workplace culture. Managing organizational change is difficult. Leaders must align people to the reason for the change, often working against established habits and beliefs. To succeed in their change initiatives, organizations must proactively plan and involve employees before, during, and after the change. Risk consideration. Risk is part of doing business and change efforts. The investment and effort you put into your change management work are based on the operational risk. The higher the risk, the more you need to invest in your change management effort. The factors to consider include the strength of the case for change, the required amount of sponsorship involvement, the amount to which the success of the initiative depends on changes in behavior, the degree to which the success of the project depends on stakeholders learning new skills, to what degree the change affects stakeholders, customers, and vendors, how the change impacts the company financially, the amount of prior experience the organization has with change. Make people your priority. Effective change management puts people first because it is the people who drive the change. Change initiatives fail when the stakeholders do not understand, have faith in, or get involved. Leaders make change easier to implement when they involve people. Leaders accomplish this through proactive communication about the planned change and create a desire to change among the employees. Change initiatives will fail if people do not believe in the change and are not mobilized by others to act. Employ a change management model. Leaders work against company culture, organizational momentum, and human psychology when implementing change. To implement change successfully, they must have the right tools. Change management models assist leaders in linking business strategy to action, which increases the probability of succeeding. There are several change management models from which to choose. Develop an effective communication strategy. Employees resist change because they are not aware or do not understand what is happening. Therefore, it is vital to begin the process by defining the strategy of how you will communicate during the entire process. Communication must provide consistent and well-timed messages. Communication is one of the most critical parts of effectively managing organizational change. The success of a change initiative will depend on how effectively management communicates with employees. Two-way communication assists managers identify obstacles to change before they become a problem. Identifying barriers can enable the organization to proactively respond to and sort out issues that bring about resistance to change. Develop the sponsorship strategy. A sponsor is a person or team that will be accountable for realizing the benefits of the change. Senior managers in the organization must visibly support the change. They play a vital role in change. They are responsible for ensuring change goals are realized from start to finish, assisting the organization to understand and interpret what the change means for their teams, the organization, and the marketplace, ensuring those who enable organizational change stay actively involved. Continuously monitor the process and make necessary adjustments or changes, including choosing or creating a new path or approach. Develop the stakeholder engagement strategy. Stakeholders are people who will be affected by the change. The strategy will describe how to engage the stakeholders and the people who can positively affect the overall success of the change in the change effort. For example, stakeholders are more likely to adopt the changes without resistance if they are involved in the process. Develop the change impact and readiness strategy. The strategy defines the approach, scope, roles and responsibilities in undertaking detailed impact analysis and readiness planning implementation of the change. It is divided into change impact and readiness. It is crucial to understand how the change affects people, processes, tools, organization structure, job roles, and technology to understand the impact of change. This understanding will influence every part of your strategy and is critical to the success of change projects. Develop the learning and development strategy. It defines the knowledge, skills, and competencies the stakeholders must acquire to adopt the change. These components determine what learning and development programs should be undertaken, including training courses. The methods used will include instructor-led, computer-based, role plays, simulations, on-the-job, and gamification. It is important to consider what your stakeholders will need to be able to do or understand for the change to be successful and how you intend to present that information to them. Develop the measurement and benefits realization strategy. It provides timely information to gauge the effectiveness of the change strategy, keep the change implementation on track, allow for course correction, and ensure that the benefits of the change occur. The standard divides this aspect of change management strategy into 3 parts. Measurement strategy for the change management strategy. Measurement strategy for the effectiveness of the change management strategy. Benefits realization strategy. Develop the sustainability strategy. Before starting the change effort, it is essential to consider what happens after implementation. The sustainability strategy describes how the change will become part of the organization's normal functioning. The change will no longer be a change, it will just be how things are. To be sustainable, it must be decided how the change will continue to be managed after the initial change management process and how the various work streams will continue. This ensures that the benefits of the change will continue to be realized. Once the change is implemented, the support of the change sponsors will remain critical. The sponsor continues to be accountable for the benefits of the change and must be engaged in reviewing the expected measurements, rewarding successes, and taking corrective action if measures are not met, or the change goes off course. Leading an organizational change or business transformation can be daunting, but you will put yourself in the best position to succeed with a solid strategy.